Welcome back, Pause Menu Society. We are short a couple members of the team tonight. We're gonna get through this episode anyway. Colby, hold your head. Rest up, brother. We got you. I know Amy is doing some family stuff, and Jasmine is making her way back. She's still gonna be out a minute, but she will be back. Don't think that she got left off the show or anything like that. She will be back. A lot of shit happened this week, so fuck it. There's some of this shit I'm just gonna breeze by, and then some of the shit we gonna really talk about. But man, a lot of shit happened over the last week or so. So really quickly, I'm gonna start here. Come on, or not? Did they delete it? What the hell happened? Come on, okay. A jury has ruled. So we've got some information on the Live Nation Ticketmaster situation. A jury has ruled that Live Nation and Ticketmaster held an illegal monopoly in the ticketing market. It's about time this happened. This concert tickets were way too fucking high, and that's because most of the venues across North America, actually, not just the United States, but even in Canada, most of the venues are Live Nation venues.
Right.
I don't know if. Let me see if we have any here in St. Louis, because an artist will go on tour and they will go to Chicago and Kansas City and skip right over St. Louis. It's funny. A lot of artists will skip on St. Louis. Let's see.
They've been coming here lately. Well, coming there lately.
Let's see. Okay, so the Hollywood Amphitheater is a Live Nation venue. St. Louis Music Park. Oh, I guess
that's got to be in Forest Park or something.
No, that's the Family Arena. Apparently, is a Live Nation venue. The Pageant is a Live Nation venue. Now, I know everybody says the issue with the Pageant is because of where it's located. The parking is dog shit. Old Rock House,
and it's not the biggest either. I mean, it's I think the Pageant holds about 3,500.
Yeah, I was saying it can't be much more than like a few thousand. So I get it, but we've had people. I want to say, what album was that? When Nothing Was the Same came out, Drake did. Did he do the Dome or did he do the Center? I can't remember. I had to ask somebody who went to the concert. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They will go to Chicago. They'll skip St. Louis and go to Kansas City, or they'll go to Kansas City, skip St. Louis, and go to Chicago. It never fails. You get some people, but you don't get them all. Like, nigga, if Janet Jackson can do the fucking the Enterprise Center, you niggas are not too good. Like, I saw Janet at the Enterprise Center. I saw Wu-Tang, Nas, and Busta at the Amphitheater. I saw Tori Amos at Stifle Theater. But it's a few shows that I have missed. I really wanted to hit that Pusha T show. I really wanted to go to that 50, that farewell tour 50 was doing a couple summers back. Missed out on New Edition twice. They came here recently, and they came in 23 as well. So I missed out on New Edition twice. I have to make up for that. John Nelly went on tour. I missed out on that. So hopefully this puts an end to the madness and we start getting more concerts at reasonable prices, because some of these tickets is fucking outrageous. Like, now,
well, it ain't even really the tickets; it's the bots. People buying the tickets and putting it on the resale market.
For sure. So at least maybe that's a start. Maybe we start to see some change. That would be really pleasant. But who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying? What else do we have? Really quick, there's a bunch of topics I'm just rolling through. Sharon Moore, ex-coach of University of Michigan Wolverines. All felony charges against former Michigan football head coach Sharon Moore have been dropped. The judge ruled his mistress was not a victim of stalking. Court evidence showed Moore was set up and police withheld key evidence. Now, some are saying that actually, it was community noted. So the police setup apparently is fake, but he accepted a plea deal. He pled no contest to 2 misdemeanors. He is not. first of all, Michigan is Michigan is the most winning program in the history of college football. I know a lot of people are like, no, it's got to be Alabama. No, Alabama has had a lot of success, obviously in the Bear Bryant era and then the Saban era for the last 20 years or so. But Michigan is still the University of Michigan Wolverines. You fumble that job, and you only had it for a year, and then 4 games while Harbaugh was suspended, and you got this stank on your name. I don't know. Sharon Moore might end up coaching college, high school football somewhere in like fucking North Dakota or something like that. So he's not going to get another job, but he's not going to go to prison. So he could end up on somebody's staff. I just don't see him coaching at a
Big
major
time football.
PWI.
Yeah.
At a major PWI, or to be truthful, at a major HBCU either. I just don't know. Like, you got a lot of stank on you right now, my brother. So at least you're not going to prison. That's all I can say. What else do we have? Man, we'll get to that in a second. Haley Jade Scott Mathers, Eminem's daughter, has officially filed for divorce from her husband, Evan McClintock, and just 2 days after the separation, she has already placed a restraining order against him. This is also, she did not obtain a restraining order. Wow, okay. Situation escalated after Haley discovered evidence on Evan's phone exposing a secret relationship he had been hiding for over 6 months. The third party identified as Marie Whitson, a Michigan-based model. Haley said to have only recently uncovered the messages, which revealed an ongoing affair, leading to an immediate breakdown of the marriage. First of all, you gonna cheat on Marshall's daughter? You know, I don't know when M is dropping another album, but he definitely gonna have some bars for Son. He's definitely dissing this. Like, that had to be that had to be in your head. You're dating Eminem's daughter and you married her and y'all have a kid, and now like you got caught cheating, which you're not the first person to get caught cheating, but you're the first person probably to get caught cheating on Eminem's daughter. He's gonna tear that nigga up. But also, this might be the ultimate bag fumble, bro.
I would say that would be my main thing. Damn, him dissing me. That's a bag, and that's a forever bag. So
M's, I want to say, who did M buy his house from? I can't remember who it was. It was somebody like really important. Who the fuck was it?
It's in Detroit?
Yeah. It was oh God. So his old home is on the market. The Kmart mansion, that's who it was. The people that, like, I guess the dude that found the Kmart or whatever, Eminem bought his fucking mansion. And it like going back,
that's
like
his
I know
old home or his new home?
I think that's the one up for sale. I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. Been known as the Kmart mansion. So it is. Oh, it was sold in 20. He put it on the market in 2020. Okay. Backs up to Stony Creek Metro Park. Hot tub, pool, stone waterfall, pound with fountains, a cabana, and a guest house. And apparently it was. So they said he had 2 homes in Michigan. One was the Kmart mansion, and then he had another one in a gated community. So,
Damn.
I mean, the amount of the real estate that they would have inherited, bro, like that, he's gonna go around for the rest of his life like sick. Like, you can because you like don't go tell that story. Niggas be like, so wait, you was with Eminem's daughter and you got caught cheating? Like, the chick is some kind of model that he got caught cheating with. Okay. I mean, from the pictures I've seen, Eminem's daughter is she's pretty, which is crazy talking about it because I'm talking about when he first came out, she's like 20 years younger than us. No, she's not that young because we were like what 16 when the Slim
She
Shady
was 2
LP.
or 3. Shit.
So she was young, so she's like what 14 years younger than we are. Whatever, it don't matter. Like you fumbled Eminem's daughter, and it with that you fumbled the bag of like all fucking bags, like. And when everybody knows his affinity for his daughter, so you know if anything happens to him,
It's a
that's
wrap.
you just gotta sit there. Like I'm not saying I'm not condoning the nigga sitting back doing nothing and being a bum, but like you were gonna get paid, brother. I don't know what to tell you now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a
It's
wrap
tough
for
out there,
you.
boy. It's tough out there. Um, yeah, yeah. Bundle up, my nigga. It's gonna be a cold winter.
Absolutely.
That was a big mistake. That was a big mistake. King Harris got arrested. This nigga looked crazy. Why he was in a Pikachu onesie, I don't know. Cops were playing real life Pokemon Go. This comes from TMZ with King Harris this weekend. It seems he was arrested during a traffic stop in Georgia while wearing a Pikachu onesie. A rep for Gwinnett County Police Department tells TMZ cops clocked King doing 60 and a 45 around 1 a.m. Sunday and pulled him over. Cops said they noticed a firearm near the rapper and ordered him out the car, but he refused, so the officer arrested him. They also tell us an officer spotted a vape pen with 10 milligrams of THC. According to docs obtained by TMZ, T.I. and Tiny's son were booked on a felony charge for possession of a controlled substance, a misdemeanor charge of willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, and hit with 2 traffic citations for a seatbelt violation and speeding. King documented his legal trouble on Instagram stories, sharing a selfie in the Pikachu suit after getting pulled over. Yo, come on, nigga. The rapper also apparently posted a pic of his arrest and was cracking jokes about his anime outfit. He wrote, "Well, guess you could say they caught the Pikachu with a master ball." King shared another selfie, this time sans the Pikachu costume, of himself flipping off the camera. And he had an NSFW message for the cops, writing, "Fuck that police," and saying he was going to have sex with the officer's wife. My nigga, you are really wild. And this isn't the first time King has had trouble with the law. He was also arrested back in 2024 after he allegedly nearly hit a cop car while leaving a gas station. When the officer pulled King over, he said he smelled weed in the car and learned King had a warrant out from Pickens County for failure to appear in court. According to the arresting officer's incident report, the rapper cooperated and was ultimately booked for that incident at DeKalb County Jail. Look, man, Tip tried everything. Tip and Tiny tried everything they could do to keep a man on the straight and narrow. That nigga King just want to be a little thug, bro. That's all it is to it.
Yeah. And man, at the end of the day, if you don't watch yourself, all these little slaps on the wrist is gonna turn into something one
It's
day.
gonna add the fuck up. It's crazy. He's doing everything to prove that he's not some spoiled rich kid, which a lot of people was like, well, he is rich, but he didn't grow up with Tip and Tiny. Apparently he stayed at Tiny Mama house and this, that, and the third. And I hear you, but bro, come on. Like at some point, just stop the shit. So I saw a video this afternoon. King was getting his hair braided and Damani pulled up on him. And he was like, you just can't stop. And like, he was like, yo, can I talk to my brother real quick? He was like, can I have the room talk to my brother? He was like, look, nigga, I want to do the tour, but I told you I had conditions. And he was like, what? He was like, nigga, you had to stay out of trouble. And King was like, but I ain't get in trouble. He was like, bro, come on. And he was like, I got to be a man of my word and stand on what I said. So, good luck. And like, it ain't like he was just disowning the nigga or nothing, but he apparently this tour that they had planned, which I ain't never heard a King song. I ain't gonna hold you. I knew Damani had some shit, and he furthermore went farther with the situation when 50 started talking shit. Damani laced that nigga twice. That Firebug shit and the Pussy record. That one. Damani
Yeah.
laced
Well,
50 ass twice.
one of the motherfuckers called Miss Jackson or something like that.
Yeah, that was the Firebug shit.
Okay, that motherfucker was hard.
Yeah. Hard. So, but they say Damani got some real shit. Like he played the
He
guitar or
do.
something like that. Yeah.
He got a
I don't
record with
know.
DC Young Fly and another singing nigga. That shit was his single. That shit was crazy.
I gotta check that shit out. Damani, you a talented young brother, man. King, hold your head, bro. But you gotta chill. You really gotta chill. You've got to figure this out. You just can't keep doing this. You're a target already because of who your parents are. You are a target. Your pops is probably one of the greatest lyricists to ever come out the South, and probably one of the best lyricists to ever step in a booth. Truth be told, like in the early to mid 2000s, Tip was that dude. He was that dude. Your mom comes from a legendary R&B group. Your mom also put pen to pad. Her and Candy wrote No Scrubs. Like the publishing off that record, y'all could just eat for the rest of y'all life. You want to be a little thug so bad, and I don't get it, my boy. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
It's just the day and age. It's just TikTok, Instagram era, social media, whatever you want to call it.
All that
And
extra
they
shit.
glorifying the shit that everybody actually did. They glorifying it and making it seem like they got to actually go through it.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. Best wishes to King. King, I sincerely hope that you realize that this is not a game. And that also you realize just because you're Tip and Tiny's son, that you can't just keep doing whatever the fuck you want to do. Um, yeah, I don't know why. Like the failure to appear in court one is the crazy one. And to me, that kind of feels like King kept doing stupid shit and Tip was probably just like, nah, handle it yourself since you want to be so grown. Because why would you not have a lawyer show up to the court date? That doesn't make sense to me. And it just feels like just seeing how Tip move, how we like. I remember when they made him do that community service shit, and he did that MTV show where he was showing up and taking little niggas out the hood and basically trying to show like. Remember, he took the one nigga to the funeral home and the body
Mm-hmm.
was in the coffin. He was like, "Look, that's gonna be you if you don't cut this shit out." I think based on that shit, Tip on some hard head make a soft ass type shit.
I could see it.
Yeah, because I just don't understand why, like the failure to appear in court thing is crazy. Like nobody, like if King Harris had a public defender, everybody be like, "What the fuck is going on? Like what the fuck is going on?" So I think this might be Tip being like, "No, you got it, do you?" Since you want to be so fucking hard, but I don't know, man. King, get it together, young brother. Just get it together for me, please. Um, Rockstar Games got hacked. There was a data breach. We started to find out how much money that they were making. These numbers are crazy. Years back, I remember it was after Red Dead 2 had launched. The last Grand Theft Auto game came out September of 2013. I'll never forget. And everybody's like, yo, why the fuck have we not had another Grand Theft Auto game? And I'm like, yo, y'all keep pouring all that money into Grand Theft Auto Online. So there's no urgency for them to get another game out. And people were just like, no,
Absolutely.
you bugging. You know what you're talking about. Well, I knew exactly what the fuck I was talking about, and we have the numbers. So due to the data breach, the hacker group is called Shiny Hunters. They told Rockstar pay the ransom or else. Rockstar was like, fuck y'all niggas. So they started releasing financial records. So GTA Online platform breakdown revealed PlayStation 5, 3.4 million weekly revenue, 4.4 million weekly users. PlayStation 4, 1.88 million weekly revenue, 973,000 weekly users. Xbox Series X, and I'm guessing this is S2, 1.1 million weekly revenue, 1.86 million users. Xbox One, 1 million weekly. The fucking Xbox One. Niggas still playing on Xbox One.
That's crazy.
1 million weekly revenue, 900,000 users, and PC, $890,000 in revenue and 264,000 users. So this is proof that I was right, and I tried to tell people and they didn't want to listen. Rockstar was making money hand over fist with Grand Theft Auto 5, which allowed them the time to sit back and work on GTA 6. They're
Yeah.
saying that this particular hack does not um, it doesn't pose any harm to the employees or anything like that or their families. The one thing they could not tell us is if it was going to interfere with the release date, which right now it is marked for November 19th. Um, I don't know. whenever the game goes gold, I like in order for it to ship and be ready for the 19th, I'm gonna say it has to go gold probably end of September. We'll see. End of September, probably. Well, I'm thinking we'll start seeing marketing
around
probably
September.
about. Well, okay, so we've got two trailers, and the second one was just basically a. I know we're delaying the game. Chill out. Here's just something to hold y'all over. What Rockstar usually does is they'll have three trailers. They have a story trailer, actually two story trailers. Well, no, four. Two story trailers, um, a release trailer, and then a game like mechanic breakdown. Shows you like your character, what you're gonna be doing, shit like that. So, based on that, if it's coming in November, we should see the first of the release trailers. Like, obviously, the teaser trailer one doesn't count again. Trailer two is just because the game got delayed because it was supposed to release next month. So as in the way that they do things, I would imagine we're going to start to see the first of the release trailers in August. My best guess. And then with the last trailer, which is usually like a game breakdown, that's probably 2 to 3 weeks before the actual release of the game. If I'm going off of the Red Dead 2 schedule, the best that I can remember it in my fucking head. They're not gonna pay them people, but the thing is, if they catch them, it's curtains. Because the first that kid, there was a kid, he was like 16 and he hacked Rockstar, and he started releasing like early, like not beta stuff, but like pre-production planning stuff for Grand Theft Auto 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
The scope of the story and how it was going to be a Bonnie and Clyde situation, which it looks like that's exactly what it was. People didn't want to believe it. It's like, this is exactly what it is. Jason and Lucia. It was supposed to be called codename Project Americas, where you would spend time selling dope in like Miami, and then you would go to South America and sell dope or get the dope and fly back. I don't fucking know. But that was the plan. I don't know how much of that is still in the game, but this whole Bonnie and Clyde thing is clearly going on. So he
That's gonna be
hacked him.
fire.
Crazy, crazy. I mean, I'm not like, I put in for the PTO earlier this week. He hacked him the first time. They let it go. Just a slap on the wrist. He did it again. They sent his ass to jail. So who the Shiny Hunters hacking group? I'm telling y'all, you're not gonna muscle them for no money. They're not gonna send you no Bitcoin over the dark web or anything like that. Y'all will end up in prison. I promise you, it's not worth it. So you keep leaking, like even metrics, they don't want that stuff out there. But again, this proves something else I talked about. Rockstar's relationship with Sony is very strong. I would have to imagine that PlayStation has the marketing rights for Grand Theft Auto 6. And I would happily state here today there will be a PlayStation 5 bundle with GTA 6 marketing on the box, and you'll get a digital download code for the game with the bundle. That is definitely happening. Now,
Mm.
only thing I can't say is if it's going to be a standard PS5 or if it's going to be a PS5 Pro. But we are 100%. They did it for. I remember the packaging for the PS5, the PS4 Pro bundle for Red Dead Redemption 2. It's been done. It's been done. They did some PS5 bundles with the launch version of the PS5 with GTA 5. That relationship is still very strong. And obviously, the more concurrent users are on PlayStation right now. And if you look at what the fuck is going on over at Xbox, I'm not saying it's a sinking ship, but all this conversation, they're like, yeah, they're talking about bringing exclusives back. And I'm like, in no world does that make sense. Not when you're going to launch a PC console hybrid that's going to, we're looking at an MSRP at $1,200 before tax. You can't have exclusive games when you're about to put out a console that the average user cannot buy. That's just not going to
Right.
work. So you got to have games on other platforms. It's not going to work. But hopefully, Shiny Hunters, I don't know, man. I don't care. The one thing I do care about is y'all ruining the release of this fucking game. Like, I know y'all do y'all thing on the dark web and all that shit, but saying niggas got a Jesus. That's all I'm saying. You're not untouchable. And I'm not saying I'm going to do anything. I'm simply just saying niggas got at Jesus. Now do with that what you will. And that was like in Bethlehem and Jerusalem and shit. There was no cell phones. There was no GPS. There was no internet. None of that stuff. They got at Jesus. And niggas can find y'all. So probably want to stop with all the hacking and whatnot. Because the one thing I can tell you about Strauss Zelnick, who was the CEO of Take-Two, he ain't having it. He just ain't having it. And it's going to be y'all before it's him. All right? And he's got some very, very nice friends in high places. So do with that what you will. But all that hacking, I would just, hey, probably go out and find yourself, go to a trade school, find a real job. Just leave them people alone for multiple reasons. Number one, because I want to play this game. Number two, I don't want y'all to go to jail. That's all I'm saying. Ruby Rose and Katy Perry. This is very interesting. This shit feels like when old girl said that Lizzo was sexually harassing her and made her, I think the stripper stuck the banana up her joint and Lizzo made the girl eat it and shit like that. Anyway, Ruby Rose claims Katy Perry sexually assaulted her in a nightclub. The John Wick star has filed a police report against the singer. This is crazy. Ruby Rose alleged that Katy Perry sexually assaulted her in a Melbourne nightclub, but the singer has since hit back, calling the accusations dangerous, reckless lies. Rose is best known for her roles in projects like John Wick 2, Orange is the New Black, Resident Evil, The Final Chapter, and the CW's Batwoman TV series. Although she left the superhero project in 2020 after a stunt accident left her needing back surgery. The star stepped away from the spotlight in the last few years, most recently appearing as medic opposite Eva Green in action thriller Dirty Angels. On Sunday, Rose claimed on Threads that Katy Perry sexually assaulted her during an incident at a nightclub in Melbourne, Australia. So on April 12th, 2026, this is random as fuck. Ruby Rose replied to a Threads post about Katy Perry's reaction to Justin Bieber's Coachella set, writing, Katy Perry sexually... I don't know what the fuck Katy Perry said. It could have been like, this is cool, Justin. The bitch was like, Katy Perry sexually assaulted me. It's like, why did you wait till she said something about Justin Bieber to be like, I don't know. This is crazy. Katy Perry sexually assaulted me at a Spice Market nightclub. The Spice Market nightclub is crazy. In Melbourne. Who gives a shit what she thinks? Recalling the alleged incident when a netizen joked about Perry's song, I Kissed a Girl, Rose explained, she didn't kiss me. She saw me resting on my best friend's lap to avoid her and bent down, pulled her underwear to the side, and rubbed her disgusting vagina on my face until my eyes snapped open and I projectile vomited on her. This is, look.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm not, look, sexual assault is a real thing. But this girl is telling DuckTales, God. There's no fucking way.
She should have ABABACC'd her motherfucking ass. Get the fuck out of here.
She is telling DuckTales. If this happened in, what year did they say this was? She doesn't give a year. But the 40-year-old star explained that the event occurred well over a decade ago, adding, I was only in my early 20s. I'm 40 now. It has taken almost 2 decades to say this publicly.
Who's
in another
40?
response, Ruby Rose. Katy Perry's probably about 42. She's our age. You got to remember,
I
she
thought
was
Ruby
married
Rose was young as hell.
You thinking of Ruby Rose Drewski in them. I think she might have taken that persona. This girl's name, I don't know if her name really is Ruby Rose, but she was on that Orange
Oh,
is the
boy,
New
I was
Black
finna
shit.
say.
No,
okay.
Hell no. No. She'd have been sued. She'd have been went for the bag. I knew it wasn't her. In another response, Rose added, after I threw up on her, I told the story publicly, but changed it to be a funny little drunk story because I didn't know how else to handle it. Later, she agreed to help me get my U.S. visa, so I kept it a secret. In a statement to Derrick and Sterl, a representative for Katy Perry denied Rose's allegations, saying the allegations being circulated on social media by Ruby Rose about Katy Perry are not only categorically false, they are dangerous, reckless lies. Ms. Rose has a well-documented history of making serious public allegations on social media against various individuals, claims that have been repeatedly denied by those named. Rose initially stated that she didn't intend to file a report about her claims, but said, I have photos and it was literally in public and witnessed by multiple people. Several hours later, after speaking with other users, she confirmed that she had filed police reports about other historic alleged crimes. In a correction to Dexter on Threads, Rose said, quote, I went to the police to file 4 reports against 4 separate people, but was unsure of the statute of limitations. One was her, and due to her high profile, I have to speak to a specialized department. They were not available yesterday, which is good because it took several hours just to get through it all. Today, I'm headed back to see the child abuse department. What?
Child abuse.
This isn't specifically about her, but rather several individuals with no connection to each other. In a follow-up post, Rose said, I have finalized all my reports. This means I am no longer able to comment, repost, or talk publicly about any of those cases or the individuals involved. It's going to look like I'm ignoring everything from supportive messages to other people's experiences, but I'm not. Yo, she's telling DuckTales. There's no, I look, even if she laughed it off like a joke, the problem is when I Kissed a Girl came out, I remember exactly where I was the first time I heard I Kissed a Girl. Katy Perry she's 41. She was born October 25th of 84. Oh yeah, she shares a birthday with my pops. She was married to Russell Brand from 2010 to 2012. And he was getting his, he was out there like trying to take it. He was really on like the character he played, Get Him to the Greek and all that shit. I don't think he was acting. I'm like, nigga, this is you. I don't think you're really acting. I feel like Shorty's telling DuckTales. I'm not gonna lie. We were in fucking Lloyd and Harry's one night on Main Street, and that was the first time. Like, I remember they played it and all the girls going crazy. I was like, what is this? And it turns out it was Katy Perry, I Kissed a Girl. That was the first time I heard that record. Social media was a thing then. Cameras were on iPhones and every other damn phone. I just don't know how this story doesn't get out till now, and somebody didn't get the footage. I'm not saying Katy Perry's not capable of doing that shit, but you just hiked up your skirt and pulled the panties aside and just put your joint in her face? Like,
well, I done heard of wilder shit, but that's pretty motherfucking wild.
I don't.
To say it wasn't a full-fledged brawl afterwards.
She said she tried to dismiss it as a drunken public, like, and laughed it off. I don't know, bro. This is crazy. I compiling witnesses from that night. She said she was in her 20s then. She's 40 now. So hold the fucking phone. Hold on. Okay. She's exactly 40. She just turned 40 March 20th. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is interesting. Her name actually is Ruby Rose. That's interesting.
Yeah, I just looked her up.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. It just feel like I'm not trying to say there are hundreds, thousands of people who unfortunately get sexually assaulted every day. So I want to be very clear about this and choose my words carefully. This is not to denigrate anybody who's actually had to deal with this. I'm not saying this girl hasn't been assaulted. This just seems, I don't know. This is a tough one to be like, yeah, this is 100% true. And the fucked up part is because she waited so long, you were in your 20s and you're 40 now, like, you know how hard it is to go back and like prove that fucking, I don't know, dog. It just feel like Shorty telling DuckTales. And I hate to say that, but that's just how it feels. And I really hate to be that person. I really do.
Yeah, it is.
But
I mean, yeah.
it just,
I'm pretty sure you ain't alone.
Yeah, this is really hard to be like. I don't know, man. Shout out to all parties involved. And the crazy part, like, Katy Perry has been low as shit. I can't think of the last time I heard Katy Perry's name since she did the Super Bowl that year, where she was on that big ass mechanical line walking across the fucking field,
She was
and
on
that
one of
was
them,
before
The Voice, or
something like
she was
that.
on. Yeah.
But it's been a minute since like new Katy Perry. It's been a minute,
Mm-mm.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
because Hove been doing a Super Bowl. I think Shakira, when Hove took over and Rock Nation took over, I think Shakira was like the very first act, and then he went crazy. Usher, Rihanna, Snoop, Dre, um, Weeknd, Kendrick, Bad Bunny. Like, so I don't know, man. And it's just random. It's just like, fuck Katy Perry, she just that and the third. It's like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Niggas talk about chicken and waffles, and you telling us she put her joint on you in the club? Where the fuck did that come from? It's like, nigga, you know what I want to say. You know how these fucking who? Kendrick. What?
Hell no.
That, that is forever. Like, anytime a motherfucker randomly says something, that's the first thing that pop in my head. Be like, yeah, so you say anyway, yeah, the Raptors could be good this season. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I don't really like peanut butter and jelly. Kendra here, what the fuck? What are you talking about? That's
Where
how
that
that
come from?
feels, nigga. That is the most random,
I was just thinking about that shit the other day.
bro. You know what I thought about earlier? This summer it'll be 30 years since we got chased out of Union Station.
Tell me why I
When
was just
you went,
telling that story to Sean and them probably about a month ago.
when you went past, girl was like, "Damn, he getting little on that."
Nigga, I was beating feet. I'm talking about beating feet.
You was like, "There he go." I was like, "Where?" I turned around, your ass was gone.
That nigga would have never caught me if he didn't catch you. I'm telling you.
Oh my god! Shout out to Union Station. Shout out to the Metro League, man. Good fucking times. Good times. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but it just feels like she's telling DuckTales. That's all I'm saying, bro. This sounds fucking crazy. Um. Oh wait, I forgot there was a little more. Hold on. Let me see if I covered everything on that particular topic. Oh no. So yeah, Katy Perry's team's response. They say it's categorically false. This, that, and the third. It is what it is, man. She has to defend herself. Like, everybody's gonna, like, nobody's just gonna let motherfuckers be like, yeah, you touched me, and be like, okay, well, yeah, I'm sorry I touched you. Like, that's not gonna happen. She's got to defend herself, right, wrong, or indifferent. Um, because I feel like I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like if this really did happen, Katy Perry's statement would have been, "I apologize. I was very intoxicated that night. Um, and it was a different time, but I'm in therapy and I'm learning from my mistakes, this, that, and the third." I think if it was anywhere remotely true, there would have been some kind of statement like that. For her to say it's categorically false, and then again, Twitter was a thing. Now, the funny thing is, if Shorty was in her 20s then, and Katy Perry's 41, I think, so they're a year apart. 20 years ago, was Katy Perry a thing?
Absolutely.
I don't. Hold on. Let's see. Because she was like a religious singer at first. I'll tell you one thing. Katy Perry's still fine as the day is long. Russell Brand, like, I want to know what kind of work you was cheating with. To cheat on
Yeah.
Katy Perry is crazy.
I Kissed a Girl came out in 2008.
So it's just short of 20 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She did a gospel album called Katie Hudson in 2001. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Russell Brand, I want to see what I'm trying to see what your work was like, brother. I'm not gonna hold you because you're cheating on Katy Perry like, we just talked about how, like, cheating on Eminem daughter and blowing that bag is crazy. Katy Perry is one of the most successful artists of all time. And her run was kind of relatively short if you think about it. Because, like you said, I Kissed a Girl was 2008. What is the last big Katy Perry record? Because Teenage Dream is like 2012 or something like that.
Yeah, I ain't the biggest Katy Perry fan music wise, so but
We
it's
was in
around that time, no more than after 2015, for sure.
we was in we, we was on the way back from Greenville. Went up there to watch some niggas play. And we stopped at it was Waffle House or IHOP. I don't know. I have to ask Shakar. He'll definitely remember. And the nigga started singing Katy Perry Fireworks at the table. And I swear to fucking God, I swear to God, it was me, Shawan, Shakar, Joe, Nicole, Julia, and Brittany. Matter of fact, Julia called him out. She was like, Shakar was singing Katy Perry Fireworks. He was like, no, I wouldn't. And then the nigga, like 5 minutes later, just started humming and shit. He was like, fuck it, we here now. Just started singing and shit in the middle of the restaurant, bro. I kid you the fuck not. It was the funniest shit ever. Funniest shit ever, man. Good times. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm calling. Look, this smells like cappuccino, like a motherfucker to me, bro. I'm sorry. This just does not sound like if I Kissed a Girl is 2008, which that would line up. It'll be 20 years in 2 years. And she helped you get your visa to get in the country. So she had to be, at that point, Katy fucking Perry. If she was unknown as fuck at
Well,
that
she
time,
said
that
she helped me
short.
get my visa in the country later. That was after the situation.
Okay,
So
that's true.
because she was
Hell
basically
no.
saying I left it alone because she helped me get my visa later on or whatever.
Then if that's the case, Katy Perry was tripping. Like, you gonna get this visa, you gonna sign this NDA as well. That like there's no. I'm just saying, bro. The thing people don't think about is when you do stuff to people who are on the come up, you think they just gonna hold it down because you do them a favor, and then eventually shit get bad for them, and they need these stories, they need those clicks because they need to get these interviews and run the podcast circuit and all that stuff. They need the money. You got to start making people sign NDAs. I'm sorry, like the wildest shit in the world to me is that Puff was in there doing all that freaky shit and didn't have motherfuckers signing NDAs. Ain't no fucking way. The shit that Puff was doing, yo, you need to sign that in triplicate. I'm not making light of this shit and saying Puff was right. I'm just saying, if you on super freaky man time, there better be a contract somewhere, because that shit is crazy. Like, now the whole world know you niggas was busting on Cassie, and then she was bringing the nut and you was rubbing it on your nipples. Like, how the fuck?
That's wild.
It's crazy.
I don't even
Imagine,
smoke weed, and that nigga could never hit the blunt. Like, no, nigga, you
dog,
get your own. Roll your own, brother.
nigga Puff couldn't pass me a donut. You want one of these? No, I'm good, G. I'm good. And I could be starving, hungry as a motherfucker, ribs touching. I'm not eating a goddamn thing that you had. There's no fucking way, dog. Oh, my mama. Are you fucking crazy?
Wait a minute, did you
Nigga,
touch that?
I
Mm-mm.
wouldn't use Puff bathroom. Nigga, no. Hell no. Nigga, you are like the nastiest nigga that any, like,
Them niggas Cam and Mace just told a story about when Cam went over to Daddy's house
to his house.
to his
And
house.
the
It
pink
was the
dildo was in the
studio.
bathroom.
Yeah, he was like, "What's going on with
He
your
went to his
dad?"
brownstone. He was like, "That's
Yeah,
his." Mason was like, "That's his shit." Why
he
you
said, "Do
asking
be
me? Because
bitches
I'm
over
asking
here."
what's in your bathroom.
It do be bitches over here though, but I don't know.
Yeah, Mace did say that shit. He was like, "What you?" He was like, "This is his house. What you asking me for?" Because I'm asking you, murder. What the fuck is
Niggas is wild.
Cam? The funniest, unintentionally funny nigga ever, man. Cam is hilarious. Shout out Killer Cam, man. Yeah, this is Cappuccino. At least I feel like it's Cappuccino. I'm talking about this. She telling duck tales. Woo! In other news, um, we got some kickback or some force back over the Warner Paramount merger. Over 1,000 major names in Hollywood signed an open letter opposing the Warner Brothers Paramount merger. This includes Dennis Villeneuve, J.J. Abrams, Bryan Cranston, Mark Ruffalo, Joaquin Phoenix, Damon Lindelof, Noah Wyle, Glenn Close, Jane Fonda, David Fincher, Ted Danson, and more. Somebody said J.J. Abrams is no longer a major name. Well, they're not exactly wrong. Someone said if Mark Ruffalo was against you, you're probably doing the right thing. That's crazy. What the fuck is up with Mark Ruffalo? Yeah, here's the thing. They're not wrong, dog. This is a monopoly, if nothing else. That's all the Paramount catalog. That's like Nickelodeon archives. Then Warner is like anything with the DC universe. All of that. The Harry Potter universe. Some portions of HBO. So like I think Game of Thrones, The Sopranos, like this is one entity owning all of that IP is insane. And at that point, who's to stop them? It's just Netflix at that point. Because I felt the same way when Netflix put their bid in to acquire them. I think that's way too much for one person or one particular company to own.
Yeah, it's that's Harry Potter, DC Universe, The Dark Knight, The Batman, Lord of the Rings, The Matrix, The Shining, Goodfellas. I mean, that's a lot of shit, bro.
Bro, insane. The fuck was that?
Golly.
The amount of IP. And at that point, they get to set the market. Who's like, I want to watch, like, you can't tell them what to charge for their content at that point. Because there's no other option. Like, well, right now it's like I can have either or I can have each. But now when you combine all that, these streamers are all about content. That's all they're about.
Right.
And they would definitely lead the content market at that point. The fact of the matter is, when Microsoft made that move to acquire Activision Blizzard, and everybody who was super duper team Xbox was like, this is a good thing. And I'm like, this is a bad thing. The consumer has to eat the cost when these things happen, especially when the FTC blocks the deal and you have to go through all those proceedings. To the attorneys that you got to get to fight through that legal red tape, you know what that shit costs? And then you spent a year battling that shit, the lawyer fees alone. Well, then you got to look at it. The investors at Microsoft, like, Phil, we gave you a blank check and you went out and bought 2 fucking publishers at $80 billion. We got to get that money back in blood. So the price of the Xbox consoles going up. The price of Game Pass going up. The consumer always bears the cost. This is fiscally irresponsible. The FTC 100% needs to fucking block this acquisition. They are not wrong for this letter. The one thing I question, what the fuck did Mark Ruffalo do for a motherfucker to say, if Mark Ruffalo is against you, you're probably doing the right thing? Niggas hate the Hulk now? What are we talking about? Because I got to figure this out. Mark Ruffalo, what did you do?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, what the fuck did you do? Oh, he just doesn't like Donald Trump. He didn't do anything wrong, so that person is just a fucking MAGA idiot. No big deal. Mark Ruffalo is right, and so is Jane Fonda, and I wouldn't necessarily call... I think J.J. Abrams, he has extremely bright spots in his career. It's hard for anybody to follow what George Lucas did with Star Wars, so it's unfair to get mad at J.J. and be like, this is a bad Star Wars movie. To be completely honest, anybody not named George Lucas would have made a bad Star Wars movie. That's just the long and short of that. Right. That's not hard to figure out. I don't think that's J.J. Abrams' fault. I just think that Disney is the perfect example. That much content for your streaming platform. The price, like Disney Plus started at like $6 when it came out. October or November of 2019. I don't know what the price is now, but it's like what, $12 or something like that. because then they
Yeah, but
acquired
it's
Fox.
almost stupid. Yeah, it's almost stupid though because most of their shit is bundled now. It's bundled with
Yeah,
ESPN and fucking Hulu.
well, okay, but so that's the perfect. This weekend is WrestleMania. I think the last time I missed WrestleMania was like 2011, if I'm not mistaken. This will be the first WrestleMania I've missed since 2011. I'm not paying them $30 for ESPN Plus, but that's what happens when you own all the content. Like the fact that we gotta so now while we're on this topic, NBC is about to lose the Sunday Night Football game to either Amazon Prime or I forgot who the other person was. They're bidding on it. The damn contract ain't even up yet. These streamers were a bad idea, dog. We're coming to a point where NBC won't have a Sunday football game. That's fucking crazy. They it's gonna be so long. I remember those years where the NHL had that terrible TV deal, and there was that Versus network, and the Stanley Cup Finals were on this obscure cable channel that barely anybody knew that they fucking had. That's crazy. That's like the World Series airing on Spike TV or some shit. Like, are you
Right.
fucking nuts? That's like niggas putting the NBA Finals on VH1. These streamers are a terrible idea, bro. Like, I know there's we have the internet and we can cut cable now. And it's like, we collectively, as a society, made a bad choice. Because it seemed like a smart thing to do at that time. But every time Netflix, the price goes up. Now, you have to pay extra to stream in 4K on Prime Video. And not for nothing. Amazon Prime Video has the worst UI I have ever fucking seen. Like, a
Yeah,
nigga
that
could have
shit looks
made that
horrible.
in HD. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely terrible. Then you think that everything, you Google it, it's like Amazon Prime Video. And then you pull it up on there, and there's the little shopping bag icon, meaning you still have to pay for it. Why the fuck is it not included in the Prime subscription? This shit is ridiculous.
It's weird, dog.
The
Like the
FTC is
play-in games,
100.
all the play-in games is on Amazon
They was
Prime.
on Prime, weren't they? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking crazy. By the way, Steph, thank you. Thank you very much for killing the Clippers. Because the Clippers didn't make the playoffs, that pick is now a lottery pick, and that shit goes to OKC. Them niggas don't even
God,
have a
I'm so
pick.
sick of them OKC niggas, man. God damn.
Well, let's be fair. That nigga Wemby is the real deal. It doesn't matter if OKC's the 1, San Antonio is the 2. I don't know if they can beat that nigga, dog. That
They
nigga
can.
Wemby,
They can. If them niggas is
they are
healthy,
talented.
them niggas got
That
niggas coming off the bench that score 20. Like, God
they
damn.
do. It's nobody looks into talent like the Spurs, dog. Like, they had David Robinson. That nigga got hurt, wasn't available. They become a lottery team, win the lottery, get Tim Duncan. Then they found Ginobili was like a late second round pick, if I remember correctly. Fucking Kawhi basically fell in their lap. Or no, Indiana drafted Kawhi and then they fucking traded him, idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it? Was it Pete?
It was
Who was the
Parker.
swap for?
Parker was
Was it
another
Tony?
one. That nigga Tony
Tony
Parker was
Parker?
like a second round pick.
Yeah, they just, my fucking God, Bruce Bowen. They just, them fucking San Antonio motherfuckers luck up into talent. Like, and I'm not saying they
OKC's the
don't
new
make.
San Antonio.
I would more that situation. I would say the Clippers they made a bad decision. They had nobody knew that pick was going to turn into Shy. Well, no, they had Shy. They
They
traded him.
had Shy. They traded him.
That's right.
They traded that nigga for a bag of nickels. Because it was the Paul George. Yeah,
it was the Paul George trade. That's right. They thought they was building a super team after the Heat. And really, we got to stop giving the Heat all the they did
that shit was Boston at first.
It was Boston. It was Ray Allen, KG, and Paul Pierce. That's the thing people forget. 2 years before Miami did that shit, Boston did that shit.
And them
Miami just
motherfuckers
gives
didn't
me
even
like,
count on Ray John Rondo being what the fuck he was gonna become.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But goddamn. So yeah, the Clippers. Clippers didn't make the playoffs. That is a lottery pick now that goes to OKC. I'm not gonna hold you. I still expect them to be heavily fined and lose some draft picks for that fucking Kawhi shit. And I expect Kawhi to probably be sat down for 25 games or something like that, whenever the ruling comes down.
I don't even hear them talking about that shit no more. So
I
ain't
mean,
no
I don't
trouble.
know. Here's the thing. As a Laker fan, I never want the Clippers to do good. So fuck them. You know. Good luck, boys. You'll figure it out. If nothing else, you have your own building now, and you don't have to have the Lakers cover up their banners before your games because you were embarrassed. You got what you wanted. You got your own building. You got this, that, and the third. Enjoy the next however many years you have of James. Wait, no, they dealt Harden. What the fuck am I talking about? I forgot about that.
Yeah, he in Cleveland.
That's right. What the fuck did they get in that exchange?
Um, what was homeboy name from Cleveland? The point guard from Cleveland.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I'd ask for draft picks. If I know that I don't have my fucking pick, like, probably not a bad time. Just not a good time to not, like, teams have to be better about these picks, like giving up draft picks. Like Detroit, you didn't make the playoffs, and they gave us their first round pick, an unprotected pick for Justin Falk. Now, unfortunately, the Red Wings were in first place at one point, and they still finished the season with 90 some odd points and don't make the playoffs, which is crazy. Unfortunately, neither did the Blues, but we played ourselves out of a top 10 lottery pick, so I don't fucking know. I'm just very fucking disgusted. But it is what it is, whatever. Yeah. Enjoy Cancun to the Clippers, have fun. Fuck you. But going back to these streamers, that the FTC 100% has to block this deal. Like, if for nothing, it's fucking collusion. It was some backdoor shit going on. Like, the motherfucker from Paramount was like, well, shit, we kind of won it. And Trump was like, don't worry, say less, I got you. Netflix put big money on the table. And most of the Netflix offer, from my understanding, there was only so much in stock, but most of it, that was a cash offer. And it was a crazy cash offer. And Paramount was like, nah. Fucking crazy. So, yeah. They all did the right thing by signing that petition and that open letter. This has got to stop. It's one thing for Disney to bundle Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN together because those are all Disney properties. Once Disney acquired 20th Century Studios from Fox, that became their property. That at that point they owned the bulk of Hulu, so they could take Hulu and all that stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to have to pay for ESPN Plus to watch a hockey game on a Wednesday night or watch a basketball game or something like that. You got the NBA package and you still got to search around on streamers to find the goddamn ball game. This shit has gone too far. The playoffs used to be TNT, NBC, and then after they lost it, ABC. You knew you could find a playoff game anywhere from April to the goddamn NBA Finals in June on one of those channels. You knew that TNT would have the Western Conference all the way up until the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
This is fucking ridiculous. But in hindsight, I think we should have saw it coming when CBS lost exclusive rights to the NCAA tournament. Because they would do live peek-ins at other games. It'd be like, well, this is going on right now. We're on a TV timeout, so we're going to show you this. Then it was like True TV and HBO Max and TNT. I'm like, they're all broadcasting? This shit, like, this was CBS's thing. Y'all took this away from CBS? Damn, one shining moment don't even hit the same no more.
But all this shit comes out for that new TV deal, especially in the NBA. These streamers is involved now.
Yeah, but NBC was so gung-ho to get the NBA back. Like, all that money they paid Mike. We're going to have Michael Jordan all year round. It seemed like y'all just went to his house in Florida for like a week and just filmed a bunch of shit and just cut it. And it's like, we're going to drop these episodes all year. Y'all didn't really get Mike all year long. You just had him for like a week or two of his time, and you
They
just
couldn't
chopped that
afford
shit up.
Mike all year round, for real. Let's just be honest.
I don't know, man. This shit is crazy. I don't. I'm sorry. Amazon Prime should not have like. I thought it was excessive that they had an NFL game every Thursday night, and I felt like the NFL was completely out of pocket for that shit. The Thursday night game should not start to at least week 10. They don't need to start week 1 with a Thursday night game. That's just fucking greed. That's the greed they talk about in the Bible. There was an agreement between the NFL, college football, and high school football. Friday night belongs to high school football, Saturday belongs to college football, and Sunday belongs to the NFL. At least until the college football season, regular season's over. Then you get a couple NFL games on a Saturday. Now we got every time you turn on the fucking TV, y'all got Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. And then once the college football regular season's over, you got a Saturday game. That's the greed they talked about in the Bible. Fuck. I'm just over this shit. These streamers are giving me a fucking headache, bro. Like, you literally have to look, you have to Google where to find, like, oh, I want to watch the Bulls game tonight. Where can I watch the Bulls game? That fucking Bally Sports Network shit shut down. Now the Blues don't have a fucking streaming partner. I used to be able to turn on fucking Channel 11, watch the Blues, and watch the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to fucking do a Google search. This is disgusting, dog. Fuck. These streamers, man, they got to fix this. They have got to fix this shit. God damn it. Yeah, rip to the streamers, man. Rip to the fucking streamers, because that's ridiculous. The deal's going to go through, though. But I really feel like the FTC should block that. The chances of it happening, I don't know, but they got to block that fucking deal. I can't even believe we're reporting on this shit, but apparently it's 100% true. These niggas got into it again, bro.
Niggas, I seen that shit.
Offset was seen fighting Lil TJ and his crew after they ran into each other in the streets just days after he was shot by TJ's team and released from the hospital. I'm going to tell you one thing really quickly before I finish this. If a nigga just took a chunk out my ass with a 357 or whatever the fuck it was he hit him with, getting shot in the ass is some traumatically wild shit. I'm not throwing hands with nobody days after, but I'm also not going to be at a fucking casino the next day. Offset is a wild nigga. Quote, I told you these niggas are banging in front of a car dealership.
Niggas getting
it's a
to
fucking Lamborghini in the window. I told you I would catch you. Y'all don't have a gun this time. Now y'all getting beat up. I told you, boy. Offset is a wild dude. This nigga fighting in red
social
leather
media.
pants.
Social media make you crash out. You got to get your lick back.
This is crazy. This is great. Yo. This fucking tweet is nuts. I'm sending you this, bro. I ain't never. They got to take AI away from niggas. I ain't never seen no shit like this.
What in the fuck?
Bro.
That nigga look like Stone Cold. He walking doing a Stone Cold stumble.
I'm fucking crying.
Damn.
You gotta take AI away from niggas. Don't nobody know how to act with this shit.
It's a nigga in the Offset fight getting stole on, and he got a big ass cast on his hand.
That's crazy.
I'd have been sending niggas to the upper room with that cast.
Yes. That's an unfair advantage. You got a cast, you gotta throw that motherfucker. You gotta throw that shit. I'm telling you. Everything. Swinging at him. Like old 3-6 Mafia song. Offset, brother.
These niggas out here fighting with fringes on their pants. This is crazy, dog.
Is that setting them red pants?
I think so.
Nigga, you just got shot in the ass. Why would you put on them tight ass leather pants?
I don't even know how that nigga leg moving that well.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Well, Mike Lowry said, you got shot in your ass. Your
You got
dick
shot
probably
in the
don't
ass.
work.
Yeah, your dick don't even work. That's fucking crazy. Fighting in front of a Lamborghini is fucking crazy too. That's this boy, man. Look, hey, start the rapture. This is crazy. Offset, bro. I have no words, my nigga. On to the next story. This nigga Floyd, man. Floyd Mayweather owes 7.3 million to the IRS for unpaid taxes from 2018 to 2023. The balance remains unpaid, and his attorneys declined to comment. Floyd also apparently owes for private jet use. Reportedly being sued again for allegedly failing to pay $105,000 for private jet services just days after facing a $330,000 unpaid rent lawsuit and a $7.3 million IRS tax debt. But this nigga got a Gucci bag full of the crispest of bills, like he about to go to a strip club. Floyd, my guy.
Pay them people, Mike. Pay them people.
Floyd ain't the type of, like, most niggas be like, I got X amount in the bank. Floyd want us to see what he got. And yo, my nigga, what's your problem? Cause like, what the fuck?
Hey man, what the fuck is you doing, bro?
Hey, the wildest shit about this is he's his pop's kid. So this story, it's 100% true because I saw the motherfucking coverage in Forte. So at Car Shield, this nigga Madeline was like, "Yeah, I sold Floyd Pops a contract." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here! You ain't sold no motherfucking Floyd Mayweather daddy a contract." The nigga pulled it up. He say he asked the nigga, he's like, "Yeah, man, what's up with your son?" He was like, "Shit, that's that nigga business."
God damn.
That nigga big. That nigga daddy had an O2 CTS coverage on his. I swear to God.
Derrick, I'm gonna hang this motherfucking laptop up on you, bro.
You fucking God. And I was like, his daddy driving a beat up CTS. He was like, he had to put a contract on him. Floyd gonna be in the same boat. That nigga gonna be driving a Kia with a service contract.
Hey, that's fucking wild.
Bro. I swear to fucking God, I promise y'all this is 100% true. Floyd, bro, what are you doing? Get it together, nigga. You had a dining room table that you stretched out all new bills. I'm talking about crispy shits. Them shits that you gotta really, them shits be stuck together. What the fuck? And everybody's like, nah, Floyd still got love for the game. Floyd is broke. You don't take on that many fights in 1 year. The first fight, I was like, okay, fuck it. Floyd probably, he see Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. He see niggas out here getting the bag and shit like, oh, well, shit, I can do that. And that's what I thought at first. The second fight, I was like, you got money. When that third fight came, I was like, who do you owe money, nigga? Who do you owe money? You in Vegas too? I'm talking about the Gambino family is on your ass, my boy. What is going
on? Pay the people that money.
That Floyd, they will make an example out of you like they did Jay Leno ass. What they said, they put the Atlanta Falcon logo on that nigga.
Beat the pulp out that nigga.
That nigga was just like, Jay Leno fell down a hill. No, he didn't. No, the fuck he did.
That hill had hands and feet, let me tell you that.
I'm gonna tell y'all what happened to Jay Leno. Remember in cartoons where niggas would get to scrapping and you see a cloud of smoke and all you see is hands and feet coming out that ball?
Ping pow. Yeah. They gave that nigga a beat.
Like the old Batman show. Pow! That's what happened to Jay Leno.
They gave that nigga a beat.
Yeah, he fell down a hill and that was the only place he got scarred up. Fuck out of here. Come on now. Don't be no dummy. Jay Leno into the people too. Just sign over one of them fucking antique Porsches you got, Jay. Just sign the Porsche over. Go ahead, give him the pink slip because you was lying too, and you and Floyd was probably together.
Pay them people their money.
Please. That's fucking crazy. God damn it. Floyd, I'm texting my mama right now, Floyd. She gonna put you on the prayer list at the church. So
That nigga don't need it. Tell him. And them boxing gloves they gonna save you. They gonna
and
send them
and
suits
you
onto your motherfucking ass.
like Floyd, you are a defensive fighter, but they're not boxing. I want you to know that when them niggas come, it's gonna be some niggas named Vinny and whatnot. They gonna turn your ass off.
Tell you. And them niggas gonna be scared too. They're gonna be taking pot shots at your ass. Fire. Fuck that.
They gonna potato the fuck out the ribs. They gonna beat that nigga with a phone.
Not the old socket lock. They gonna fuck that nigga up.
Floyd, you better pay the people that fucking money
Them niggas ain't playing, I'm telling you.
at all. You gonna be the nigga named Vincenzo, and that's gonna be the last thing you remember.
They're gonna tell you stick your hand in the piano, slam that motherfucker.
Bow. Let's see you fight now, tough guy. Nigga walk in the room like Tony Soprano, and that's where you know it's over.
This gonna be up.
Paulie Walnuts in that motherfucker. Was I fucking talking to you? Shout out Floyd. So we gonna get to this Britney Spears situation before we get to the coup de grace. She got this nigga out here looking bad, but let's talk about Britney real quick. So, prayers to be, man. I used to have the biggest Britney Spears crush. You got to remember, I was 16. I was a junior in high school when "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" came out. I just thought the fucking world of Britney Spears. So Britney Spears is in rehab for substance abuse. Now all those Instagram videos where she was dancing naked kind of make sense.
I told y'all then.
You did. All credit due. Sterl called it. High as Cuda Brown. She checked in a few days ago somewhere in the United States. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ people close to the singer have been urging her to check herself in, so she finally agreed to do so voluntarily. We have more on that in a second. As one source put it, she realizes she hit rock bottom. Britney has had issues with drugs, in particular Adderall and alcohol, for years. During her many trips to Mexico, she made it a point to replenish her Adderall supply. Our sources say part of the reason she's going to rehab now is because of her pending DUI case. As one source says, she knows tragically this will look good in front of the judge that she's taking it seriously. She was arrested for an alleged DUI in Ventura County, California, March 4th, 2026. We're told that her sons and others have been strongly supportive of the move. Program is undetermined length. They are often 30 days, but in this case, we're told Britney could stay longer for a more meaningful recovery. On the other hand, back in the day, Britney went to rehab several times but bailed after a few days. We hope this works. So, since that story broke, there is more. Britney Spears' sons reportedly held an intervention for the singer before she voluntarily went to rehab for substance abuse. An insider told the Daily Mail that Spears, age 44, was dragging her feet about checking into the treatment facility after her March 4th DUI arrest until Sean Preston and Jade James, ages 20 and 19, got involved. According to the source, Spears' boys, whom she shares with ex-husband Kevin Federline, threatened their relationship with the pop star to ensure she went to rehab. Quote, "It was like, Mom, you have to go if you want us coming around," the insider said, and that was all the incentive she needed. Meanwhile, a People source similarly claimed on Monday that Jaden and Sean played a big part in getting their mom to rehab. They've been clear with her. They just want her to be healthy, the insider said. In addition, the source stated that Spears is terrified of going to jail and finally realized that checking into rehab is her best option to avoid landing behind bars. It's crazy. Britney Spears was like, dog, people don't really remember how big Britney Spears was. And if you don't, I can tell you. I remember Britney dancing with the snake at the VMAs. I'm a slave for you. My fucking God. When people talk about power couples, Justin and Britney they were like the first pop power couple for sure. Britney Spears sold out tours all around the world. She had a sponsorship with Pepsi. Britney Spears could brush her teeth, and MTV would like give her 24-hour coverage at one point if she wanted it. Spanking New Music Week on MTV, Britney Spears was a mainstay. She would show up to TRL. You got a crowd of people. There was always a crowd of people outside the TRL studio, but specifically when like Britney showed up, or NSYNC, or the Backstreet Boys, or when Destiny's Child was at their peak and stuff like that. Britney Spears used to bring them out. And when I say out, I mean out.
That's a fact.
I read that book, and I remember there was a documentary on Hulu about the conservatorship, and we all thought her father and her family was taking advantage of her. And they partially were. But I don't know if the conservatorship was necessary, but she needed somebody there who actually had her best interests in hand. Because there's a fear for her safety, and she at this point, she is a detriment to herself. There's no two ways around it. And the minute she started wilding on Instagram after the conservatorship was over, everybody was like, damn, maybe we all jumped the gun. Maybe she really did need this conservatorship. But they went a bit too far, like the amount of shows she had to do with her Vegas residency. They would tell her, if you don't get on that stage, you're not going to see your sons. And this is her fucking father doing shit like this. Like, that conservatorship was some nasty shit. Like, I remember I watched the documentary and also read her biography, and it was some really, really nasty work. Britney Jean Spears, I'm speaking directly to you as a member of the Britney Spears fan club. That Rolling Stone magazine cover, might have yanked it a couple times. I'm not going to go really deep into detail about that. You were my first, well, no, Mariah Carey is my first big celebrity crush. As a teenager, Janet Jackson was Janet fucking Jackson since the Pleasure Principle video where she did that flip. Britney, man, we just want you to get better. I don't care if you ever stand on stage again. I don't care if you go down the street to the local high school and perform at a high school talent show. You could never perform again, but you need to get better. If not for yourself, also for your sons. Like, they're 20 and 19. At some point, you're going to be Grandma Britney. You want to be around to see your grandchildren. I know you don't fuck with your father. I know you don't fuck with your funky ass little sister. I know that your family fucked you over. You were the cash cow. Like, Britney Spears, like, she comes from a poor family. Like, they were borderline white trash. That's why when they asked Justin Timberlake's mother, she was like, yeah, it's sad to see her like that because she grew up on my living room floor. Like, she spent a lot of time with Justin's family because it was so terrible in her house growing up. But the minute Hit Me Baby One More Time became like the biggest record of that year, and she was the only income in the house, and her father was a raging alcoholic and was spending money before it even came in, like, you're on the clock, which sucks. Especially you're 16, 17 years old. But then you also have this money. You can fly all over the world. And you got, like, when Britney and Justin were together, like, everybody was like, yo, that NSYNC shit is dead. Like, this nigga's, he's about to be out of here. And when we heard Justified, we was like,
that was it.
Nigga, when we heard Justified, I was like, yo, cancel that NSYNC shit. This shit is over, nigga.
It's over. It was over before that.
Gone. When Gone
yeah,
came
that's
out,
the one. When Gone came out,
they was like,
hey, that white boy gone.
They was like, Justin wrote this. I was like, Justin wrote this? And that's him on the guitar? Hey, Lance, Joey, you niggas pack it up. It's over. It is over. Britney and Justin were huge. We're huge. Nobody like, they should almost consider themselves lucky that there was no social media at the peak of their height, because it would have been 10 times worse. But Britney, you got to see this rehab situation out. You've got to get better, because as much as I'm a fan of yours, if I'm scrolling Instagram and I see you dancing topless with boy shorts and twirling knives, I'm like, yo, why the fuck? Also, why did Meta not take that shit down? How the fuck?
Because it's Britney Spears. Because it's Britney Spears.
I hear you. That shit was unsafe as fuck, man. That shit was unsafe as fuck. Britney Jean Spears, I will always be a fan. I love you. Like, when that beat drop on "I'm a Slave for You," come on, nigga. You know what we used to do. You know what I mean? You know what we used to
You
do.
know what we used to
You know what we used to do.
do.
You can't get that time back, but I will always have an affinity for you, Miss Spears. I just want you to get healthy. I'm talking about when that joint, you know what the fuck we used to do. Brittany, I love you. Get better, please, and please see this out in rehab. I really want you to be healthy. Like I like
Shout out to
it
anyone dealing with substance abuse. That's
with
it's a
substance
real heavy
abuse. It is
thing.
a disease. It is a
Yeah.
disease, and we don't want to make light of it. And again, even about the situation earlier with Katy Perry and Ruby Rose, we don't want to make light of it, but that also sounds very fishy and very sketchy. And I'm willing to wait until all the details come out. It just seems really fishy and sketchy. But again, this is about Miss Britney Jean Spears. I told you about fucking with Kevin Federline. You see how he did old girl Shar Jackson. And shout out to Shar Jackson. He did her dirty. That nigga Kevin Federline is a fucking this nigga, he is a leech. He's gonna attach himself to a host and it's over. Like over like Rover. God damn. So we rated an hour and 20 minutes and this gonna take us to the end of the show. Man. Willard Smith. Parents just don't understand. Me and my DJ. I don't care how corny niggas think Will Smith is. When the weather gets just right, and the first time you hear "Summertime" about the Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff, Will, we saw you go from West Philly to Bel Air. Will and Jazz, that nigga Jazz did an interview. I can't remember if it was Nice Kicks or I think it was Complex, where he was like, Nike would just send us boxes because when Will stepped on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Will had those Jordan 5s on in every colorway. And niggas went nuts because I think that's the first time we saw the Grape 5s is on Will's feet on Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Like the Fire Reds were out, but those grapes weren't out yet. That shit got so much traction. Jazz said Nike would just send them boxes and be like, and I'm talking, they would have Jordans a year in advance. Like the samples, wear them on the show. By the time those shits hit retail, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, iconic. Independence Day, damn good movie. Enemy of the State. Will Smith made niggas go see a rom-com. Hitch is a rom-com. And niggas were in there because I was in there. And it was other niggas in there. We just talked about Britney and Justin being like the it couple for pop people, right? There was a time where people called Will and Jade a black excellence. Like, that time is gone. Will, first of all, my nigga, blink twice if you're okay. That's number one. I need you to blink twice. When her mama came to that hotel room door, September 13th, 1996, and you opened that door and her mama was crying and you knew that Pac was dead, you should have turned around and looked at Jada and saw what her reaction was going to be. And if she went hammer, you should have moseyed the fuck on out of there back to Bel Air. Because your life has been a constant struggle since. Y'all did the Fresh Prince of Bel Air on HBO Max reunion. They got you and dark-skinned Aunt Viv back together. And I'm talking about Janet Huber was tearing that nigga Will up. Motherfuckers have been like, yeah, I like them shoes. Fuck it. Will used to wear them shoes and fuck Will. Nigga, you could be like, well, there's a Will, there's a way. And Janet Huber was going to go in, fuck Will Smith. You got back with Janet Huber, of all people, who hated y'all and hated you because she felt you didn't stick up for her. And I believe it was contract negotiation or something like that. Y'all made Alfonso Ribeiro. Like, Alfonso was in the first Pepsi commercial with Mike before his hair got burned. Alfonso was on fucking Silver Spoons. Fresh Prince of Bel Air made that man. Nigga does this, and we call it the Carlton Dance 30 years later. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is an iconic TV show. Will Smith is an icon. He was the highest paid actor at one point. He was the summer blockbuster movie guy at one point. Niggas be like, Will Smith corny. Will Smith got on that Grammy stage and said, I don't curse in my records, and I still sold millions of records and never had to curse. And niggas is like, that's Will Smith. Your kids have become icons. Why you keep letting her do this? Like, why you shaming yourself? Why you shaming yourself? Ain't nobody shamed. Yeah, you shamed, Will. I'm ashamed for you. We come to find out you went up there and slapped the shit out of Chris Rock, and y'all weren't even together. Will, why did you do that? You protecting somebody. You protecting somebody that doesn't give a fuck about you. And the reason we know this is because Jada is on a fucking podcast tour and won't shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
Everybody's seen her face. She got mad, uncomfortable. It made him uncomfortable, and he felt he needed to protect her
Jada Pinkett Smith shames Will Smith for slapping Chris Rock, saying they weren't even together at the time and she wasn't interested in him. This man was your husband, still is your husband. Wasn't interested in him is crazy. Adding, she was more concerned about his mental health and immediately apologized to Chris. Chris had been dragging Jada for the longest fucking time. You weren't worried about no motherfucking Chris. Chris apparently tried to get with Jada when he was fucking Pookie in New Jack City. And not for nothing, New Jack City is a banger. And Chris Rock, let's not forget, was on fucking Saturday Night Live at the time. And then did Boomerang. Chris Rock ain't no chump nigga. His teeth were fucked up, but Chris Rock wasn't no chump nigga. Let's start there. So now Chris is talking about the shit. Oh my God. This is a clip. Oh, fuck. That's not the one I wanted. And this was the craziest part. I didn't understand what the fuck she meant. Jada Pinkett Smith explained the reason she cheated on Will Smith with her son's friend, August Alsina. Also, why are you fucking your son's friends? Like, when motherfuckers used to write in the Penthouse Forum and Playboy and shit with those outlandish ass stories, I fucked my best friend's mom, and like, nigga, it's like a category like that on Pornhub and shit like that. You're not really supposed to do that, Jada. I think you may have read too many Penthouse Forums or whatever the fuck. You were not supposed to be fucking Jaden's friend. Like, and then she said some shit. This was the crazy part. If I gotta look like the adulterous wife to make you look good, I'm gonna do it. How the fuck did you telling the world you cheated on me with a nigga that's best friends with our son? The same nigga that made kissing on my tattoos, by the way. August Alsina had some joints before, you know. How the fuck is that supposed to make me look good, Jada?
Because what she was trying to say was Wilden did some cheating too, and this, and that. But if I got to look like I'm the only one that was out here and it wasn't mutual, then I'll do that. She batshit crazy. That's all it is.
What was the last thing Jada was in that wasn't her own little red table shit? Like, what was the last thing? Like, I'm trying to remember the last film that Jada was in.
She did TV shows. She was on one of them lawyer or cop or some shit like that. The last film might have been The Matrix.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Jada's peak is, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's not even The Matrix, because she was in the bad Matrix movies. Jada's peak was Set It Off, and Set It Off was 1996. It is 2026. It has been 30 years. He is still Will Smith at the end of the day. And I want to be very clear. This is not a bash woman type of thing. He's Will Smith. You're Jada Pinkett Smith. He is Will fucking Smith. You was Tupac homegirl from Baltimore. And Pac been gone 30 fucking years. What the fuck are we doing here? Also, you selling, and then the chicks in the, like, she's telling this story, And the bitches in the audience, amen, tell it. Tell what? She just telling y'all that she fucked August Alsina. Jada, you're not the first person to fuck August Alsina. The fact that you did fuck us August Alsina and he's your son's friend is fucking insane. Will, get the rest of your shit out that house. Okay? The rest of your shit out that house. You go get with Steven Soderbergh or Steven Spielberg. Give Scorsese a fucking call. Give Ryan Coogler a call. Give Jordan Peele a call. You get with the hottest young directors in Hollywood and you make yourself another bona fide fucking banger. I don't want you rapping anymore.
Please
I don't want to
don't.
hear Switch, Will. I don't want to hear Switch. And matter of fact, while you at it, you tell that nigga James Todd Smith, a.k.a. LL Cool J, that I love him. But nigga, nobody has ever called you Big Ellie. And I want you to stop lying to these people. Because you break my heart every time you do that, LL. You know a nigga never called you Big Ellie. And I don't understand why the fuck you keep lying. It's 22 years. Nobody called you Big Ellie. But getting back to you, Will. Y'all did a Bel Air reboot, and that was fucking phenomenal. You can't let her do this to your legacy, brother. Matter of fact, you can't do this to your legacy. You are still Will Smith. You slapped Chris Rock and then got up there and won an Oscar for Best Actor in the same night. Nigga,
Crazy.
I would have slapped Chris Rock. They'd have hauled my black ass to jail. And Chris Rock is black. You got motherfuckers talking crazy about you. Judd Apatow, 40-Year-Old Virgin, we all love. Knocked Up, great movies. Judd Apatow, the nerve to say, he could have really hurt Chris. Have you lost your fucking mind? Judd Apatow, stay out of black people business. Please, you're married to Leslie Mann. Maude Apatow is your daughter. She's killing it on Euphoria. Stay out of black people business. Just go over there. Go over there. Will, get your shit out that house, man. Get your shit out of that fucking house and get back to being Will fucking Smith.
Yeah, buddy. I don't know.
Because if you don't, I'm going to pull up on you like Uncle Phil. I'll see you on Sunday. I'm sick of this shit. I'm so sick of this shit, Will. I can't believe. And nigga, number 2, take us out the group chat. You call your nut job. Never mind. You call Shorty and be like, hey, respectfully, just don't include the fans. This ain't no Stan war, none of that. I'm sorry. People forget that Jada was in a rock band and them niggas sold like -2 fucking records. Jada's peak was fucking Set It Off.
Yeah.
Like, Jada is in the worst Matrix movies. What has, other than the Red Table shit, okay, Woo was good, but that was 97. Like, let's run down Jada's filmography, please, because I really want to know.
She only got 3 bangers. She only got 3 bangers. She was in Set It Off. She was in
A Different World. Time magazine named her one of the 100 most influential people in the world in 2021. I can't. Okay, so A Different World, Menace to Society, Jason's Lyric, The Nutty
Jason's Lyric is the
Professor,
banger.
Set It Off. I forgot she was she was in Scream 2. They got killed in the beginning. The Matrix
She was in a
Reloaded,
joint with
Matrix
Keenan.
Revolution. Yeah, she was in the worst Matrix films. She was in Magic Mike XXL. Bad Moms, didn't know she was next. She was in Girls Trip, which was all right. It came and went.
Low Down Dirty Shame. Those are her 3 bangers.
Yeah. It's been bro, it's been a minute. So I'm not going to say she peaked with Set It Off. Well, yes, she did. Because The Nutty Professor, Set It Off were both the same year. Jason's Lyric was 2 years before that. Menace Society was 3 years before that. I forgot she was in Gotham.
Which one? The Batman movie Gotham?
The TV
or
show.
The show. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where it was based around Jim Gordon as a young cop. Yeah, dog. I just That nigga Pac up there like, yo, what the fuck is going on down here? And let them kids like Willow was signed to Rock Nation and Jaden had a couple of bangers and like Will, why are you shaming yourself? Nigga, you were Muhammad Ali. I mean, like, if we're really gonna do that, let's run down Will's fucking
You ain't
like
even got to. You ain't even got to do that. That's.
because
I
we
mean,
know because he's fucking Will Smith. We don't even
yeah.
have to do that. We literally had to check Jada's Wikipedia to go back and remember some of her movies. This nigga is Will Smith. He had niggas watching a rom-com. Hitch is a rom-com. How the nigga that made Summertime is doing this to itself? And then after all of this shit Jada does this week, Will goes walking around with his fucking camera. Like, she got you signed to a 360 or something? I just don't know, dog. I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Death
This
Row
is
Records
crazy,
is
dog.
real. Welcome to Death Row.
Like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. Rest in peace, Tupac, man. Will, get your life in order, brother. You and that you I would send you to talk to Floyd, but you're not in your right mind right now. So I can't even have you go talk to Floyd. You made Summertime, dog. You made Parents Just Don't Understand. You were the first nigga with the flyest kicks around, dog. You're Will fucking Smith.
That shit don't matter when you wrapped up in that web, boy. I don't
He
feel
should
like
have
a
never
tiger.
he shouldn't have doubled back because he asked Jada out before they actually got together and she turned him down. And she said she felt he was corny then. He should have never doubled back. You put the corny jacket on me. All right, cool. You got it. Go chase Pac around until he died and then figure it the fuck out. I don't know. But this is crazy. Like, you could try all you want, but you can't make somebody else happy. Then leave. Leave. Because there's plenty of married people out here who do make each other happy. And in times of darkness, they lean on each other. Y'all catch a fucking flat on the car and Jada tell the motherfuckers Will ain't a real man because we got a flat tire. Will didn't check the tire pressure in the car before we left. She got this nigga looking crazy. Crazy as fuck.
Super. And been doing it for years.
For years. 4 years. Will, get your player card right, brother. Get your player card right. Because I'll be damned. Nigga, August Alsina ain't had a hit in years.
That shit ruined his career. That nigga
He
was
might have
popping
done that
before that
himself.
shit. Well, he was already getting in trouble and shit, getting punched on by niggas, and
The nigga was dressed up like a geisha girl. You don't remember that shit? He had the chopsticks in his hair and shit. You don't remember that?
mm-hmm.
Man, look. You need to go back to West Philly, dog. You need to go back to West Philly, go to a Sixers game. What Puff told that nigga, come to the after party and get your vibration right, dog. Imagine a nigga telling you, come get your
Get your
vibrations right.
vibration right.
That is
Nigga,
the
we gotta
greatest.
fight immediately. What do you mean, brother?
What? Yeah, you can come to the after party, get your vibrations right.
Say that
Little did
nigga
we
whole
know.
little.
Little did we know what Puff meant was come on to the after party and get into some wild shit with your boy.
That's super wild.
That's a wild nigga, man. Hey, that whole appeal thing, keep that nigga Puff in there, dog. Keep that nigga in.
That nigga walk in the room, you gotta clutch your pearls like this nigga is.
No, keep that nigga Puff in there. Come
Free
get your
puff. No,
vibration
you
right.
don't. No, you
No,
don't.
no, don't you dare free Puff. That nigga was a terror since 1992. He told them niggas Joe to see, don't come out of that hotel room until you niggas can dance. What, nigga? Fuck did you?
See, that's wild.
They could sing, but they couldn't dance. Don't come out that fucking room till you can dance. And little did we know that nigga was real. With the fucking crazy part about Puff is that nigga walked to the University of California, Los Angeles, into the weight room and beat the shit out of the strength coach for the UCLA football team with a cowbell. And niggas was like, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, if it was my kid, I'd have done something. Nigga, a cowbell is a weapon. Like, I know it's meant for fitness, but not the way Puff was swinging them off. Puff should have been locked up right then and there.
Cracking the sleeves off, old boy.
You know what the fuck you can do with even a 5-pound cowbell if you connect with them?
Nigga, death.
The upper room.
That's that nigga. Wow.
I cannot fathom. Do not free Puff. Keep Puff where the fuck he is at. Do not free that nigga. It's not gonna be good for the rest of us out here. Come to the after party and get your vibrations right, nigga. What?
Who the fuck is you talking
hey,
to?
where the fuck? Where's the camera? Because this nigga's wild.
Straight up. Get my vibration right. What kind of nigga you think I am?
Get the fuck out of here. Before we end this real quick, keep Puff locked up. We'll go back to West Philly, go to a Sixer game, go get you a cheese steak, go to the Rocky statue if you got to. I don't fucking know, but you got Philly looking crazy, nigga. Joe Frazier is spinning his fucking grave right now. You got Philly looking fucking nuts. Ruby Rose, I don't know you, sister, but I'm just saying that shit smells like cappuccino over here. Just being that shit smells like Starbucks cappuccino over here. Floyd, pay them people they fucking money before you end up like Jay Leno. I'm just saying, a nigga put an NFL logo on your face, that's not good, all right? It's not good. You might have thought you saw Tony Soprano get killed in that last episode. You ain't seen nothing yet. Floyd, pay them people their money. And LL, don't ever tell niggas that niggas called you Big Ellie, because that never happened. Anyway, that's going to do it for us. As always, I am Derrick Daniel Ocean. That's Big Money Sterl. We are just two members of Pause Menu Society. Y'all be good. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Be easy.